My camp is a pigsty. I am certain of it. I haven't been there in well over a week. I had a lot of people who didn't understand when I have to set time aside to do something for them, but I'm not able to do things quickly. So a lot of times when people don't show up, they don't understand how much that eats up my time and my resources. Now, when it's just one person, that's a different story. When it's one person every single day for, 2 weeks straight, that gets exhausting. But when people do show up, that's how you start to establish trust. And one of the things that's important is that it not be a complete total drain on one person or another. It's got to be something where people do work together and both parties get something. Much what I've been dealing with is that I've been paying out my backside in time and energy and resources and physical abilities I really don't have. Running around trying to make people happy for help that never shows up. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I try to work with them for next time. And when somebody realizes that it's mutually beneficial, that's usually about the time that it starts working together.
Hey, you think we could, if I could show you where my mom lives, we could stop so I could grab my little cooler so I can put my ice in it?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, Alexander reached out to me a couple of times before. Just like everybody, he's not perfect. I'm not perfect. And life happens. Now, when life happens, say you were planning on going, you don't have a phone to get a hold of the person, that happens. One of the issues we encounter, though, is sometimes that kind of puts the cog in the works. And then people are getting blamed for things that isn't their fault just because they didn't have any help or they actually needed help. Big difference between needing it and wanting it. We as men are taught from a very young age, we're not supposed to need help. We're supposed to be everybody's savior. We're supposed to be the knight in shining armor. We're supposed to be the gentleman.
So up here at Gillespie Park, you're going to take a left, okay?
Yes, sir. One of the things I got
on the Del Monte Avenue.
Okay. Just so you know, it's a live feed.
I'll say so. Hey, one thing I can say about helping this guy is that I may not always show up because I got, like you said, life happens. But at least when I don't show up, I have an actual reason for why I didn't show, and I'm apologetic about it. I really feel bad.
One of the things that a lot of
go all the way to the stop sign and take that left. Keep going.
All right. With a lot of people, they're just not willing to admit that they screw up. For me, I pretty much do it immediately, because if I don't, that could potentially result in someone being hurt.
This is where I live with my mom right now. Okay, keep going. All right, just pull into that driveway.
All right, going to the very end?
Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Wow, this looks like barrack housing for a Japanese internment camp.
Actually, used to be no worker housing. These apartments used to actually be out at the airbase, on the airbase, but they were slid here in the 1800s on fucking wood skis and pulled by horse and buggy. I'll be right back.
When I'm out here, whether I want to or not, I still have to be responsible for a lot of things. There's a camp up there in the woods, and I gotta go clean it up, and hope that everything isn't scattered throughout there, and I do try to stick to the rule of leave it the way you found it. Pack in, pack out. Now, the guy who had his camp there before me and all the stuff that he had set up, like, his idea of camping with the terrain without a tent is very messy. The fact that I can't really get back to the camp or back out, let alone carry any of that stuff out, means that I do have to pay somebody to help me. Alexander has helped me to carry stuff before. He helped me to get some of my stuff because I'm on the second floor in storage. There's no elevator, so I got to walk up the stairs.
Hose here real quick and hose this out because it's disgusting.
All right, I'm going to turn off my car then. Get myself a drink. With a lot of people, the biggest issue that exists there is that if they've got something that comes up, if that's the truth, they should have no problems coming forward with it, or speaking it, or saying it. And as far as being honest about what's going on, that's something that I figure everybody should be in tune with. We've all had that one friend who, wanted to be popular, and you thought they were your friend and that they'd be honest, but you weren't the popular one. One thing is that when you're young, it's easy to be idealistic. But once you get out into the real world, people don't generally get nicer, they get meaner. They get more overwhelmed. More desperate. Anyway, it's my stuff up there, my mess, my responsibility, and since I can't physically do the labor that needs to be done, I do have to pay somebody. Thank goodness it's cheap labor, and that's what really sucks about it, is that I really should be paying more, but I don't have enough to pay more. The money that's supposed to be going to taking care of me, it goes to paying people to do things that I'm incapable of doing for myself, and to maintaining the resources to be able to run around all the places to be denied for the help I need.
That's nice and cool. Perfect little cooler. Alright, just gotta plug this in right quick. Hopefully this fucking nice cool, this cooler will keep my eyes fucking frozen for a while.
I hope so.
Alright, we're ready.
Alright. Roll out. Sorry.
Roll out, Autobots.
Yep. Now I gotta go get gas. I probably should have got that before I came and saw you, but I wanted to make sure I got my hair cut because it was just long enough that my hair was like literally hitting me in the eyes when it got windy. I gotta take care of that.
It's got fucking dirt all over my ice. I should have cleaned off my fucking soda bottle before I stuck it in that cooler. Yep, barely enough.
Anyway, Alexander, he's been on my channel before. We've seen him and heard him in all sorts of frames of mind. Of course, you've seen and heard me in all sorts of frames of mind too, so you at least somewhat, and to some degree,
well, Sean, you're a
understand the
pretty colorful
frustration.
character, so.
I am. You saying I'm black?
No.
You saying I'm white?
I'm saying you're a color. You are a color. It doesn't have to be one specific color or race or gender.
very cool. So you mean I can be me even if I don't want to touch anybody but me?
Yep.
That rocks.
There you want to.
No, I'm good. I got one.
All right.
I can only smoke a couple drags at a time. Anyway, one of the things about getting to know people is that you got to be in an environment where it's, well, being mutually beneficial is always helpful.
Yeah, I'll shut myself.
But nobody likes to work for free, and nobody likes a boss who shows up unprepared. If you got to wait for 2 hours for the boss to get back with supplies while you're sitting there, yeah, that's costing you some very precious time and getting your work done, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. It makes the day go slow. I've had a lot of bosses that like to go into town and do stuff solo, and when it takes them 4 hours to come back, I'm going, man, is that motherfucker stoned or something?
Right? I feel that. Boss is out getting high without me.
Yeah, I can't function stoned, so even if my boss smokes, I don't.
Yeah, I can't really function stoned either, and I turn into a fucking idiot. God damn it. Ice goes in the cup bottle. I was handing up on the seat, or around the seat. It goes in the bottle, you stupid fucking redneck.
Did you sit on my keys, or did I put them somewhere I shouldn't have?
Probably put them somewhere you shouldn't have, but I'll jump out and you can look under me in a second.
Alright. Found them.
Okay.
Alright, now I gotta get gas, and then we'll be on the road. And I'm sorry for being that boss. You're welcome to take them with me.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
So I was able to, you remember I was telling you about the women who were missing from here?
Yeah.
One of them's name is Chloe. She's the one who's,
Is she blonde?
yeah. Or not Chloe, Claire. Anyway.
Yeah, there's a picture of her in the fucking bus station.
She was able to get saved. No, that's a different lady. The lady with one leg, she was found like 4 or 5 months ago.
Dead?
No, she's alive.
Oh, cool. That's always good.
Yeah.
Sometimes they end up being found dead because they were, kidnapped and, and this is terrible to say, but
That's what happened to Natalie Bond.
they get kidnapped and raped and then just fucking dumped somewhere like garbage.
Yeah, like right outside of a dairy farm with a 9mm in her skull. Exactly how Natalie got it. He's a delivery boy named Joseph Michael Lopez.
Then there's people like Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy killed 30 women. 30 of them. Back in those times, he was considered a very good-looking man. He was very attractive to women, right? So he could pull over the side of the road, right beside the road, and start talking to a lady, and they'd just willingly get into his car. And every time he got him into his car willingly, but he abducted them, fucking, and who knows? I don't believe that it said that he ever sodomized them, but he fucking did something with them, and then killed them, and then fucking just dumped their bodies.
Well, one of the things that I'm real keen on is paying attention to that, because, like, as soon as somebody disappears, you need to start looking.
Well,
When Natalie
48 hours.
people were busy arguing and fighting and all sorts of stuff. They were too busy trying to get it, find her anything more than anybody else.
Right?
But you know what? All these years later, I still have to deal with abuse situations that forces me to move all the time, is specifically because of that abuse. Either abuse by others and also abuse by police officers who didn't want to get in trouble.
Chevroning, I guess. This Chevron.
I can't do that from this place. Yeah, I'm not real good with the inbound driving yet. I usually stay down by the.
I'll drive in the road.
Town. You got a driver's license?
Yes, I do. I don't have a copy of it, but I do.
I got mine with me.
I'm waiting for my fucking my temporary to show up in the mail. It's fucking at my mom's. Once you get up here by the bus station, you can take a left and then shoot straight across and go Chevron.
Alright.
Let's see what I mean.
Up on Laurel?
Right here, yeah.
Are you left on Laurel?
That's one sexy looking car. Yes, sir, right here on Laurel. And then just go to the stop sign up there and then shoot straight across. And then once you shoot straight across to the next stop sign, take it right.
Alright. Oh, Tennessee.
Had to be there for a while. Take it right.
Yes, sir.
And then you just shove.
Ron over 86 in there, don't know why.
Well, this one's owned by a different person, so. And this one's not a store, it's just a gas station.
All I can get here is gas?
Yep. See, it's not a store, it's just a gas station. It's primarily just a gas station.
You want to hold that for a sec?
Sure.
Thanks.
Ow.
Did it shock you?
No, it was loud.
Oh.
The gas tank's on that side, right?
Yep. I'm just trying to make sure I dig out my money.
So, I know what you know.
40 of the good stuff.
40 of the good stuff?
Yes, sir.
That gets that's premium.
Yeah, it gets better gas mileage and more oomph going up the mountain.
It burns better, yeah, too. You can put these octane boosters in your car, too, and those do pretty good, too. That octane system. See that truck right there? That's an undercover cop. So you can see him in his uniform.
Yeah. Actually, it's sheriff's department.
And, yeah, it's a cop. Oh, he's actually got state plates. See, there's cop cars, right? That if it wasn't for the fact you can see the specific antennas on the roof and the lights on the vehicle, you could barely tell it's a cop car.
Yeah, there's a lot of times the only way I can tell it because they like to pick modern vehicles of a common color.
What? Beaver's ice cream? That's fucking awesome. Oh, that's fucking wicked.
Looks like it only took $28.32.
Yeah, well, that's all she needed, I guess.
Yep.
Well, you're only a little under half a tank, so.
Yeah, I got lucky. Somebody was able to pitch yesterday, which is totally cool.
Yeah, it's cool when people kick down like that, you know. I mean, there's a lot of stuck-up people out here in this town. And a lot of them are selfish, and they won't help you at all because they're like me, yesterday I was hungry, and see, I don't really live with my mom, but I go there a lot, and I was really hungry, so I was asking people if they could spare a few bucks so I could get something to eat, and nobody would spare me any money so I could buy something to eat. So I went hungry all fucking day yesterday because nobody would help me. Until last night when my mom got paid through widow's pension, and she gave me $20, so I went and bought some food and some soda and a can of chew, which I ended up chewing the whole can of already.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah, it is. That'll turn the ladies right on.
Yeah, I got some on the side of my face.
Oh, my bad.
Yep, you're gonna roast in Hades now. No, you won't. Not for that anyway. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Give him a tip.
Yeah.
What would you give him, like $5?
No.
$1?
Yeah. Should have given him more. I keep getting yelled at for that, though.
His name is Bob. I believe is his name.
Well, one of the things a lot of people don't get out here is that when we're sent to peer support, like for me,
I lowered down your brake.
I don't.
Breakdown.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
for me, for example, like since I don't do drugs, I don't need the kind of peer support where you're both druggies and you're just basically whining at each other. I need actual support,
Right.
and that's difficult because most of the people out here are on drugs, are on alcohol, and that's the first thing that their minds go to.
Yeah, see me, I do struggle with drug use sometimes, but I'm not an avid user. And when I do use, I use opiate drugs. But like I said, I'm not an avid user, so I don't constantly use it. Whenever I have some pain, I'll get like some fentanyl powder, and I'm not proud of this, but I'll admit it. I'll get like some fentanyl powder, and I'll smoke some powder, and I'll fucking get rid of my pain. And I use it like a medicine, not as a fuck, you know, as a fucking excuse for my fucking problems every day, you know.
Well, for a lot of people, they don't recognize the problems that it creates for others like that, or how afraid people are, or why. And that's one of the things that, for me, being stuck in the middle, basically, it's everybody's taught to hate the homeless because they're all drug addicts, they're all rapists, they're all this, that, and the other. And really, we're all different, just like people in houses are different, right? Everybody who wants to talk about the homeless drug problem, the thing is, they never address the other issues, like these drugs are coming from people in houses.
Where are you going? You're going up the highway, right?
I'm going to, but I'm going to pull around the other way just because I want
So you
to.
take a Third Street?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I take it out this one and then I head south. That way
It's
I
like
can avoid
80
all
degrees.
these.
Take off your black coat. People are stupid sometimes, you know that? It just fucking...
It depends on the layers you wear.
It really grinds my gears sometimes. It fucking drives me up the wall with some of these idiotic people.
Well, you'd be surprised what layering up does.
Yeah, wearing a bunch of black in 80-degree weather, yeah, that's smart. Sweat your fucking ball sack off. No man likes to be so sweaty where his nuts stick to the side of his leg.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes being sweaty enough that their parts are sticky, no matter who it is.
That's what my cold drink right here's helping me for. It's keeping my genitals nice and cool.
And I'm going to try to put the app on and you can tell me how I'm going, if that's alright.
Oh, the speedometer app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not app per se. I'm going to tell it to take me to Portland and then
Well,
instead of
no.
going
Just download. I'm telling you, just download a speedometer
I don't
app.
have any room to download anything.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been saying. But I do have the Portland. I'm just gonna use it for
I
the
think you can-
speedometer thing.
I don't know. You might just be able to go on the Google app itself and type in speedometer, Google speedometer, and it might just have a speedometer.
And this is easier. It doesn't take me a bunch of extra stuff, and I already know how to do it.
Okay.
So it takes like 10 seconds.
Fair enough.